Man, welcome back to the channel. It's guaranteed to get the business handle. Y'all already know I'm the host with the most, your boy Timbo Slice. Man, we got a exclusive live video today, man. That particular music y'all just heard it. I know y'all probably know who that. Y'all probably familiar with that music. I'm gonna say that. I know y'all are. If y'all watch this channel, y'all familiar with that music. So y'all, a lot of y'all ask me who made that. Well, guess what? We got the man himself right here. Goes by the name of Petty G Vandross. That's who made that beat. The name of that beat is Beat God, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there is a lot of divinity associated with that beat. Um, First of all, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Then I'm gonna ask him about that beat, and we got a whole interview coming. But like, first of all, introduce yourself to the people, fam.
Man, my name is Petty G Vandross, but I'm formerly known as Wayne Winford. Coming out the Mississippi Delta, Ruleville. You checking it on live. Realville, Mississippi, 304 ENT. We in there. We all we got.
Fact, fact, facts.
So yeah, we just keep it rolling like that.
Okay, so let me ask you something, man. You know, when I first heard that beat, I said, bro, I gotta have that beat.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I gotta have that beat. Now, he sent me several beats, and all of the beats was dope. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just some divine about that beat.
Yep.
How long ago did you make that beat?
I made that beat back in, I want to say 2018. That was like a couple months before I had went down and did my time and stuff like that. And I had made a super compilation.
So let me ask you this. So
And,
what's the process, like your beat making process? What's the process? And like, how long does it take you to make one of those 5 beats? Tell me the process, like your mental process, and about how long does it take to make one of those beats?
all right, so the first thing what I do is, because I work out of FL Studio. They used to be back in the day. We called Fruity Loop. And so
Right, right.
I go in, work on my key patterns, um, and then from there, try to
Give me a
build that
guitar.
melody. And then once I
Okay, hold
build
on.
it, okay.
No, you good. I'm saying I was telling her my guitar fell.
Okay.
Listen, so you start with the melody.
Yeah.
All
And then
right,
once
just
I
set it
get
right there, babe.
the
Set it right there.
melody going and stuff like that, then I come in, I put the hi-hats in, and then I construct where I need to put the claps, all my drum patterns and different things like that and stuff. So. And then on top of that, being from the South, most people think that the South is strictly based off of trap music. But the thing is, we was always like that. Like you got Texas got the slab. You know what I'm talking about? Slow banging and loud. You hear me? Like
Right,
so
right.
so it's just, what I'm talking about, I like that bass. And then when I'm flowing, I'm actually flowing off of the kick drums than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like most artists you get in the studio, they'll flow off the hi-hats or they'll flow off the claps. You know what I'm saying? And then a producer has to come in and form a melody right behind it. So in the process of me making that beat, when I made it and patterned it out and stuff like that, it took me about an hour, just sitting there because I had like 1,000 different sounds that I put with it, and then turned around, went through when I patterned it out, took certain things out and put certain things in and stuff like that. So
I know you've been around. I know you've been around a lot of beat makers, a
yeah,
lot of producers.
yeah.
So do more of them start with the percussions? You say you start with the harmony, right? Do more
Yeah.
of them start with the harmony or the percussion?
Well, the ones that I developed the craft from just sitting back watching, like CEO Denali, formerly known as Denali the Don. from Get 'em O'Quai, you know, A Plus Gang Records, you know what I'm talking about, and then PAC on the beat, formerly known as just DJ PAC, from the Bill Collectors, Mr. Mott, all of them. Um, they ended up being into the situation to start off with the melody, and that's how I ended up starting off and stuff like that.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this: as far as music goes, right? Who would you salute the CEO Denali to?
Yeah.
Who would you consider to be your biggest musical influence? And I'm not talking about like Tupac or somebody. I'm talking about like people that you done dealt with hands on. Who would you consider to be your biggest musical influence?
Okay, my biggest musical influence was his name is Lou Hamer right now. But he was known as Killer Will. And back in the day, he dropped
Right, right.
Mississippi Boy. He dropped That Music. He dropped The Virus, which was the biggest compilation album that he had, you know, and he had Flawless Records and changed it to Flawless Music Group. The first time I ever stepped on the mic and spit some bars, I was about 5, 6 years old. And from there, you
Hold
know,
on, you was like 5 or 6 years old
yeah, because the
on
thing
the
is,
on the mic.
yeah, on the mic. And
Okay,
so the thing was because Lou used to stay next door from me and my parents and stuff like that. You know, I was at the 902 fan Lou, you know, he was right there at the 904. It was right next door. So
right, right.
what the issue was, you know, me being young, listening to his music, I was able to say every bar, every word in his music, man. You know what I'm saying? And then one day I was just out
It,
shooting around and I was rapping, and he ended up being into the situation, was like, you know, hey, Lil Wayne, man, come on, you know, come in the crib real quick. So I went in and you know, he had the whole mic set up and everything. And I'm like, oh, I like this, you know, just a little kid, so fascinated with it because
right, right.
like this guy right here was more of my idol, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And he said, I'm finna press record, just go, you know. And when he pressed record, it took me about, I want to say about 20 seconds. And then from there, I just went in. Like Lou
What?
literally got like all of my old music, you know, from
Yeah.
the start all the way up, you know.
Okay, so when you said you went in, right? What was
Mhm.
you rapping? You was rapping his lyrics, or you was freestyling, or you was
Nah,
rapping some?
I was just putting in lyrics. I was just going because I sat there when I was younger. I used to just memorize his lyrics, and then what I did was try to come up with my own flow and stuff
Right.
like that. Like I start out with a bar, and then I finish out with my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then it got to the point where I started writing, and I was about 10 years old when I started writing. I wrote my actual first song at 10.
And salute the artist formerly known as Killer Will.
Mm.
He's now known as
Lou
Lou
Hamer.
Hamer. And for all y'all that don't know, I mean, he was clever
Yeah.
with coming up with that name too.
Yeah.
He took the fanny off of it, you know. So y'all might know Fanny Lou Hamer, right?
Yeah.
He took the Fanny outfit because when it comes to Mississippi, I don't think nothing bigger than Fannie Lou Hamer or Mega Evers. You get what I'm saying? I
Right.
just can't. I don't think nothing bigger than that. You
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
So yeah. So he took, and this is a, you know, when you talking about Fannie, you're talking about a woman first of all, and
Yeah.
she was bolder and stronger than a lot of them dudes back there. So let's
Hey,
put
she
that in
made
perspective.
history though. She made
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
history, man. She was the first black Democrat to be associated with the House of Representatives for
yeah,
the
yeah,
state of Mississippi. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And she's known with the Alpha Kappa Alphas. You know, they got a cancer foundation for her and stuff like that. My granddad is the last closest survivor of the family, you know what I'm saying, to her, that's linked to her and stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, because that Hamer family, Townsend, you know, Wilford, Smiths, you know, Conways, Townsends, you know, the family is so big, but it's branched out
Right,
and stuff
right, right.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so salute the Killer Will, man, aka Lou Hamer, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Lou Hamer, man. Lou Hamer actually was a prodigy. I mean, like he been
Mhm.
doing music and talent shows ever since he was like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
y'all go check him out, man. Lou Hamer, Lou
Hamer.
Hamer, Lou
Hmm.
Hamer, man. Okay, so after you went in there that first time you touched that mic, right?
Yeah.
Got behind the mic. Okay, so how did that feel?
I mean, to me, it was,
Okay, once again, you was what, 7, 8 years old?
I was like 5 or 6.
Wow. Okay,
You know
so
what I'm
now,
saying, at the time.
okay, so how now? What was going through your mind?
Well, it was like, what I'm saying, with with my biggest idol, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I listened to all type of music, but Lou was like that one that was right there because he was like the first artist that I ever met in person, and he was my next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
it
right,
it,
right.
it, it was great.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
so to you, that was like Memphis Bleak and Jay-Z.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm your neighbor, but like, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. So now here I go,
yep,
and I'm up under you. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but go
yeah,
ahead
man.
though.
And then from there later on in life, I got up to about 17 when I actually dropped that first mixtape was Wayne's World, and Lou had put me under contract. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And he held on to the music for about 5 years after that.
Hold on. He didn't. Okay, y'all went in there. Y'all created the music.
Yep.
He didn't put the music out.
Nah, he didn't. It was more of like something going in with, what I'm saying, sampling. So like a lot of the old music, if you were to pull up and you would hear where he got something chopped in there or it might be screwed, it was me. You know what I'm saying? Being a little
Right.
kid and stuff like that. So like he'll take certain bars or certain words and chop it up. But he did that with everybody that he worked with. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. On your first album, what was your favorite song off that first album?
Well, the favorite song was Wayne Winford. You know what I'm saying? And what it dealt was I just went in and said Wayne Winford. You know what I'm saying? And then he chopped it up and made that into the hook. And I just went in and I think I spit like 64 bars in one take. And he dropped the hook right
Uh,
behind.
hold on. You said 64 in one take. Was that
64.
freestyle, or was that something you had already locked into your mind?
Man, it was what I had on paper. I sat up there because this was back in 2007. Yeah, it was 2007 when I had came back from Ruleville. Well, came back to Ruleville and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And because I was up in Fryport, Mississippi at the time, living with my dad. And
Right.
I used to try to get Lou to come up to record me and stuff like
Right.
that. He kept putting it off. And then I ended up moving back to Ruleville and got to my grandma's house, dropped everything off, took my pad, and ran right down to the crib, and was like, "Bro, let's do this." And he was like, "All right, bro, let's go." You know what I'm saying?
Can
So
you okay? Let me ask you this right here, right? Did you see the versus battle? Dipset against the Locks.
yeah,
Okay, let me ask you something. Did you see how Jada Kiss, like I'm talking about, he didn't just remember all of his rhymes.
right,
He remembered all of Chic rhymes. He remembered all of Styles rhymes. I'm talking
yeah,
about from albums from 25 years ago.
yeah,
And to me, that was remarkable. I
yeah,
like, like you don't see that too often. I mean, even like with Dipset, they didn't remember each other rhymes. I think the only person probably remember the next person rhyme was Freaky Zeke or somebody. You know what I'm saying? But Jada Kiss was on point. Can I ask you this right here? Okay,
yeah.
so Wayne's World. Do you remember some bars from Wayne's World? That
Man, to
particular.
be honest, To be honest, I really don't. The only thing I remember, the only song I remember off that jump was 756. And that was the one that put me on the map. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And it was a feature with Lou Hamer on that jam, man. You know, it's my way it started off. Realville is the city, North Mississippi. And then he came through there and sung the harmony. 756, 756. You know what I'm talking about? And we
yeah,
flipped.
yeah, yeah. Cause
And
he can sing. He can sing too. He can rap
yeah,
and sing. Yeah,
yeah. So, you know, like I said, man, he was just it just was the biggest influence. And then he was the reason why I met so many different artists right after that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. He used to take me to different, you know, freestyle battles. I'd be sitting out just chilling, you know, young dude, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm getting in the club, you know, I'm a teenager, but I'm in a club with folks 30, 25, and
right, right,
you
right,
know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just chilling in VIP, man, and we, you know, doing what we doing, man, and
right.
stuff like that.
He,
So
go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening.
yeah, but we were just doing what we was doing, man, and just you know, I'm talking about keeping it smooth. And like I said, people started seeing me with him. It was like you could see when you see him, you see me, and
Right,
when you see me, you see him. You know what I'm saying? It
right,
was just like a sensei to a grasshopper. You know what I'm saying?
right. How
So,
how 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 is your relationship today?
well, me, I haven't spoke to Lou, man. I talked to Lou a couple times last year and stuff like that because right now he back into doing the school district thing and stuff like that. So
Right.
like,
So
you know, the last album that I knew that he dropped was Mr. Kendrick Opus and stuff like that. So it was more of where he was trying to keep the hip hop thing going on, but he wanted a positive effect. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? To
right,
go with it because he didn't want to be into the situation known as what he was talking about back in the day, what he was doing in college and coming up through life. And, you know, to be honest, man, a lot of stuff that Lou talked about in his songs, he actually did it. Like, and I was one of those guys that was right there with him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
And
yeah,
you know, and that's a lot because the authenticity of it when you
yeah,
done actually did what you rapping about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, that carries on. I think to the audience, to the people that's listening
Hmm.
to your music. Sometimes you get an audience that can actually rap about a lot of things that they don't know nothing about, and they can get away with it for a while. But yeah, I salute any artist that like rap about what you know about.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
Drake. A lot of people don't like Drake, but you know why I always like Drake? Because in a era of all gangsterism when it came to rap, you hear me?
right,
Drake was still able to just be Drake. You hear me?
right.
And I'm talking about and still get on the track with a gangster nigga. You hear me?
Well, see, Drake was one of those type of people because you got to understand his Drake up he appeals to the women crowd. You feel what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but what I
So
know that, but what I'm saying is Drake can get on a song with Rick Ross. Rick Ross talking about selling dope. He can get on the song with Meek Mill. Meek Mill talking about shooting up the club. Like Drake,
yeah,
he can get on the song with Lil Baby. Like and that
yeah,
like for me, I was like, damn, how can he be so versatile and he ain't even that element?
because of his name, his work ethic. You know what I'm saying and stuff like that. Like Drake is like within the top three artists that is like number one. You know what I'm saying? Like he has surpassed a lot of different people and stuff
You
like that. And
talking
then a
about
lot of
hold on,
people,
you talking about now or all the time?
man, all time, like to be honest, because when he dropped, it was like everybody was like, "Who is this dude?" It's just like when Lil Wayne did an interview a couple years after Drake came out, and he, you know, broke down on how he came about, you know, ran across Drake through Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince. He was
Right.
like, you know, Jazz brought, you know, a demo to him, was like, listen to this, and you know, Lil Wayne was like, okay, who it is? He like, oh, that's Drake. Then it came off. Drake spit a verse, and Lil Wayne like, who is this? Jazz like, that's Drake. So, he was just super versatile anyway. And then on
Yeah,
top of
yeah,
that, before he even hit the music scene, he was a writer. He was ghostwriting for people.
yeah. So okay, I didn't know he was ghostwriter.
Yeah, he was
What you
ghostwriting.
mean? Was he ghostwriting for? I
Other
ain't talking
artists.
about like I'm okay, like local talent or like people
Look,
that's already on.
he was right for people that was already on and local talent and stuff like that. It just was into the situation when he got big and after so long, he into making hits. He's not into making classics, hits. That's why he surpassed everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so Lil Wayne is on my Mount Rushmore rap, and a lot of people don't agree with me when I say that. So, do you think Drake done surpassed Lil Wayne?
well, no, 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 no.
Let me ask you this. Let me go a little further. Give me your Mount Rushmore of rap.
All right, my Mount Rushmore map rap is pop first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C, uh Jada, you know what I'm saying? Eminem, and then I got my guy Immortal Technique.
Now you know what your Mount Rushmore. A lot of people wouldn't agree with it, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You got some bad individuals on your like a lot of people won't say Pimp C because Pimp C ain't lyrical. But let me say this right here.
Wow, Pimp C
Pimp
is
C,
actually look, Pimp is actually lyrical, man.
he
Like
he he he, he
a lot of people, it's the thing, man. They say it's like, see, Pimp set aside the game different because he wasn't into doing hip hop. He wasn't into doing rap. He did what you call country rap tunes. So he brought a whole different lane to the game. And then Pimp was so one of those artists that was so real. Like Pimp will go in that thing and freestyle and just drop it and it's that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna hit.
now lyrically, Bun B is better than Pimp.
Yeah.
But I don't. But if,
Metaphorically.
yeah, lyrically he's better than Pimp as far as like with the word play and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
look, if you listen to my live today when I was DJing, I was playing the music. When I played Gravy,
Yeah.
all I like on most UGK songs, I just want to hear Pimp C rap. I
Yeah.
don't really,
Pretty much.
I don't
Pretty
really
much.
want to hear Bun. I don't really want to hear Bun rap. Even though, listen to me, Bun lyrically, Bun can actually beat Pimp rapping,
Yeah.
but Bun can't fuck with Pimp on authenticity.
Yeah, he ain't got that swag like Pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So it's
Pimp, yeah,
like
yeah.
Pimp in a whole different direction, man. See, it's different levels to Pimp C. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Pimp C, one of
Like,
my favorite rappers of all time.
yeah, like
All time.
he told him if when he went on that Hot 97 interview in Atlanta, he told him if you want to be a cartoon character on your first album, you need to be a cartoon character on your last. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts,
cause
facts.
you're making it hard for the real ones to get out here and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. Okay, so I can see you putting Pimp up there, even though most people would be like, well, nah, not Pimp. You know, most people would say that, but like for me, because Pimp is one of my favorite rappers, and I know rappers that can actually beat Pimp rapping, but
No.
Pimp like I'm saying, as a rapper, he is one of my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Why did you put Immortal Technique up there?
Man, Mortal Technique, man, his lyricism, dog, like it's it's crazy. Like if you cause I always wanted to hear him, Tech Nine, Twister,
Damn,
and then I wanted to hear like Koosta nigga.
bro, you should have put. You should have. Oh, you said
Uh
Coast. I thought you was gonna say
yeah,
Lord.
like
I thought you was
all
gonna say Lord or
no,
Bust.
Lord Infamous, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But if you listen to Lord and you listen to Koosta, Koosta actually spit faster than Lord Infamous.
Fam.
I'm telling
Who's
you,
the
man.
who's
Look,
staying spitting faster? Hold on. Okay, what about Buster?
man. I Buster, he cool. He cool. He cool.
Oh man, that man said Buster cool.
He cool. He
Hold
cool.
on, fam,
He
Buster.
cool. He cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this. You know, what's that song? Look at me now that Chris Brown dropped.
Man, Buster snapped,
I
fam.
mean, he snapped, but then you you can't come behind Twister. That's just like if Eminem get on a feature with somebody, you can't come behind it, man. Cause them are lyrical dictionaries. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, I
that's
think Buster.
crazy. Oh,
Bro, I actually think, bro, you could put Buster because like you named some beats, bro. You named Immortal Technique.
no.
You named Tech Nine. You named You named
Yep.
Twister. You named Coopster Lord. But bro, if you got to throw Buster in there too, man.
I mean, I throw him in there. It's just like I want to see. I'm used to that woo-ha. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna
But
throw
yeah,
it all
that
the way
he
back
yeah
at you. So
yeah
you
he
know what I'm
got
saying?
that.
Right
Yeah,
now,
that's
he's
yeah
he's more on that commercial field, and he's flowing and he's speed rapping with it. But the Buster back in the '90s, now we
yeah.
can talk about it. But the Buster now, he cool. He cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now we about to get the people what they want, man. We want to hear you flow.
Oh,
We want to hear
okay.
you flow. If you got a
Okay. Okay.
track to back it, back it. But if you want to just do it, if you want to just do it, you know what I'm talking about? Acapella, man. We
Oh, I
want to hear
got you.
you spit.
Hey, I love to spit an acapella because I like everybody to hear, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying,
Yeah, yeah.
every word that I say. Like any freestyle battle I ever jumped on, they want to put the beats on. I tell them, no, stop the beat. I want y'all to hear me. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
what's your boy on Wilding Out? Conceited.
Conceited. Yeah,
He said
yeah.
DJ B Rex, stop
Drop,
the beat.
stop the beat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I come in, you know, how in the fuck can you figure that macking and pimping it there when you know it's a lie? Bitches be talking this shit, but a nigga like me don't give a fuck and be moving around. I tried to wife him, but only one night him. Crucified the pussy nigga Jesus Christ him. On my soul, this macking is cold. On these hoes, this game on low. Some of these niggas be serious. On one time a month like a period. After she hit that head quick, then you can proceed out that door, bitch. Shouty, you playing them games with yourself. I'm just as evil as you. I don't catch no feelings. That's like the summertime with the flu. Held down to one means I can never get shit done. My heart is a free spirit, so my mind continuously run. MOB, shout it, MOB, shout it, MOB. Fucking these hoes and getting this money. That's all a nigga need. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 12 ball.
What? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me ask you this: what do you enjoy most, rapping or producing?
Um, Well, I'm pretty much on a neutral standpoint on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I started out rapping and then I got into making beats. And
Hey,
like,
James said represent that James Street, then nigga.
oh yeah, that was before Fatty Lou was even Fatty Lou. You hear me? James Street.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
hear me?
yeah. That what he just
On
said, fam.
everything. He know. I'm straight live from the 902. I'm still that little big headed bad ass that will run around that time.
Yeah. So which one do you like? I mean, I know you like both of them, but
Mm.
like for me, I might like I like coming up. I like football, I like basketball, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I learned to like basketball better because it was, and I look like a football player, but I
Mm-hmm.
like basketball better. So I'm asking you, which one did you like better? Making the beats. I know you like both of them, but making the beats or rapping over the
Or
beats.
rapping. Well, all right, making beats can be kind of complicated at times. Rapping over the beat, that's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, choose one. So I choose the rapping, you know what I'm saying? Because my metaphor game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Give us
I
four
can
bars. Give us 4 bars with metaphors.
I
Four
I'm thorough.
bars, or give us 8. Give us anywhere from 4 to 8 bars with metaphors.
Okay. Uh, I'm throwing flames in these verses. Say I'm hold on. I'm throwing flames in these verses. Say I'm one of the worstest to spit nurturing curses. My intentions are murderous services. I'm the evil pain that you scream that be lurking. It's time for your murking, so close your eyes and don't be nervous. So think when that nine go poof to blow your skull through the roof. So tell the truth before this chopper knock your bowels loose. Won't be no trial, dude. To disintegrate our coincidence for no evidence of this gangster shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's six
Yeah,
bars right
yeah,
there. You know,
yeah.
that metaphor
You
game, my metaphor game is crazy.
yeah. So let me ask you this right here. If you can do a feature with anybody in the industry right now, I'm talking about a rapper or R&B singer, but I'm talking about you could pick anybody in the industry right now to feature on one of your songs. Who would it be?
Mm, man, that's a real tough one, man. Cause I'm pretty much, if I have a feature, it'll be an old school. It wouldn't be nobody that's like in the new school. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if I do that, I had to go back old school. I run across Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Get with him,
Yeah,
or I jump on Big Daddy Kane. You know, I get Killer Mike. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause
but like Rakim and Kane, them they before your time. I can understand
yeah,
Killer Mike.
but doing the history, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay, yeah,
like,
yeah. Now they, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
yeah,
feel you
like
on that.
when you come into this music, man, and this is what separates the new school from the old school, right? So I came in a generation of both of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I listen to these new school artists, I can ask an artist, man, what do you think about Rod Digger? Most artists don't even know who Rod Digger is.
Right, but that's
You feel
Buster
what I'm
Girl
saying? You
from the
know?
Flip Mode Squad. Right.
Then turn around, I come into the situation. I said split star. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the
Right.
thing. Like studying the history. You know what I'm talking about? And stuff. Like, nowadays how the game going, you can say anything and it's liable to go viral. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I want classics. I don't just want hits. Hits is cool because it's just like that UGK one that one song by UGK and Ron Isley. One day you're here and the next day you're gone. You feel what I'm saying?
That
So I
jump went
want
hard
some,
too.
yeah, I want something that's gonna last forever. It's more of like timeless music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you ever notice, Dr. Dre, whenever he did songs, he really never even put a date in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
else did, but Dr. Dre really never put a date in it because it's timeless music.
Okay, and I'm glad you brought Dre into this equation because I asked you your Mount Rushmore of rappers. Give me your Mount Rushmore producers. I'm asking you that because I don't ask just a rapper that. I don't ask just a rapper that. But since you rap and create beats, I want to know your Mount Rushmore of
That's
producers also,
that's in the industry or that's just coming up. You know what I'm saying?
bro. Where
Or put a mixture of it.
to get a mix, whoever,
All right.
like you
So
might
if
you
you,
like you might like you might know somebody that's coming up
mhm,
that you feel like better than somebody that's already been in the industry for 10 years.
all
So
right,
what whoever your list is.
okay. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying. Dr. Dre. Then you got Timberland. Gotta throw the boy Scott Storch in there, even though he was cocaine out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you know what
Scott,
I'm saying?
he stayed high.
Hey,
Stayed
but
high.
he
But
but
he
he
a white
stayed
boy.
making them hits though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
he's a white boy, so you really gotta expect it though.
You
Yeah.
know, and so no, it's not even expecting it. It's just he that's just him. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
and then I throw CEO Denali in that thing. I throw
You
and I throw
hold on, stop. Hold on, stop.
mhm,
You said Dr. Dre, Timberland, Scott
Yep.
Storch. So that's three of them.
Yeah.
And you put
CEO
CEO
Denali.
Denali. Okay, so now
Yeah.
break that down for me.
All right.
I'm not
So
saying I'm not saying he don't deserve to be in there, but I'm just saying break it down for me to tell me why you put him in there too.
all right. So Denali is what he was the guy that actually gave me the game on how to charge motherfuckers for beats and how to actually sit there and work Fruity Loops. You know what I'm talking about? From
Right,
being into the situation to going out to play real live instruments to actually putting it on a computer. You feel what I'm saying? So he always gonna be in my top 5, dead or alive,
right.
on production. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? And stuff.
that's
So
what's up.
and I always give him props, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then um I put in DJ PAC. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Okay, now I don't
man,
know who DJ
PAC
PAC is now.
he he
So help me
he
out
he
with that
was
one.
he like he around my age, a couple years younger than me and stuff like that. And I remember when Pat made his first beat, man. He made his first beat when he was like 12 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? And from
Right.
there, the man catalog is stupid. You hear me? And now he's shooting videos. You know what I'm saying? And he was with the Bill Collector. So it was DJ PAC, it was T Real, J Mitch, and O&E. You know what I'm saying? It was them four. And they was going in, man. They represent Bolivar County hard, dog. Like them young cats was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they straight
And
out
they
of
big
Eastgate.
and they beats banging like that you put them
Man,
on the all
PAC
time
made,
list.
man, listen, I haven't heard not one beat from PAC that was not the one. You feel what I'm saying? PAC, his beats are so like they're complex, but they're so easy to the point you could think of whatever you want and get it out point by point by point by point. Cause it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit
Right,
every
right.
time. Like anytime he could throw a beat on and it could be 30 seconds. The kicks or hi-hats or whatever ain't even drop. It could just be the intro. When it do drop, trust and believe, you just going in the studio and just go. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't heard nothing from PAC in about 10 years. But he still, you know what I'm saying, do his thing and stuff like that. And I still sit up, look at him on YouTube and he might post something up or like his cousin Hydro, which is shooting videos now and stuff like that too.
I actually know Hydro the Legend. He's on
Yeah.
YouTube too, y'all. Y'all can go check him out, man. Actually,
Yeah.
him and my cousin, man, Big Boy Country, man. Caleb, he be
Mm-hmm.
flowing. And yeah, they
Yeah.
real tight. They real tight, yeah.
Yeah, Caleb and them, all them, man, they came up watching, you know what I'm talking about, watching us, man, do the thing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. When I dropped 756, and then a few years after that, the guy, he called himself Fleetwood or Oso Fleeter. You can look him up on Facebook. Him and Denial, they came up with the 756 remix. And you
Hold up,
know,
they
they
remix your
remix,
joint,
yeah, they remixed my joint, right? You know what I'm
right?
saying? And so I was kind of at first, being young, I was kind of pissed off at it because I was like, "These cats that remixed the song." It really
But
wasn't
that's
even about the remix. It
but
was like you remixed it, and I didn't even get a verse on it. But
well,
okay,
yeah,
all
no,
right,
no, no. But you should have got a verse. But I think that should have been a little flattering. Y'all remix my song, but y'all should have reached out. They should have reached out to you.
yeah. But
And I'm just gonna be real on that.
like I said, you know what I'm saying? It was just, at that time I was in a different lane. You know what I'm saying? And different things like that. Cause I was actually doing shows and different things like that. They was, dropping mixtape because he dropped that 756 remix on the chicken noodle soup for the hood. That was his first mixtape ever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so Fleeter. And from there, that month it did some numbers. You know what I'm saying? It did some numbers. And I ain't gonna even lie, it did more numbers than my first project. Because I did about I want to say I did about 5,000 copies. You know what I'm talking about? And they're just street level. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right, right,
I think he
right,
did about eight. I think he did about 8 or 9,000, something like that. And that was street copies and on the web. You know what I'm saying? So like,
right,
hey, I give it up to him. You know what I'm saying? It was just at that time, like I said, you remixed the song and I didn't get a verse on it. So I was kind of like fucked up behind it. But then I came to my senses out of it. Was like, hey, they coming up, they doing their thing. It's enough money out here for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go on, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, handle your business. More love, but my thing was if they ever question you on how you come up with the 756 remix, I gotta be part of the legacy anyway. You know what I'm saying?
and but see the thing about the beauty of it all. That's just like me since I've been vlogging. I think I pioneered a few aspects of vlogging. Not on the higher level, but I'm talking on the lower level. I think I pioneered, because a lot of the guys that's doing their thing right now, they came through
Mm-hmm.
my way. You know what I'm saying? They came, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think, like for me, I remember the first bloggers I used to watch, man. I used to watch them and I used to be like, man, I can do that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I pay homage to them dudes right now, just like you just paid homage to Lou Heyman. You hear me?
Yeah.
But a lot of
Always.
guys these days, yeah, they feel like they can't pay homage to another man. But nah, that's what you do. Those that came before you, those that were influential to you, ain't nothing wrong with paying homage to
Right.
them. You know?
Right. That's just like with the homie Trail Money, man. He from Shaw, Mississippi, but he live out somewhere in Indiana close to Naptown and stuff like that. And after I did my time, I linked up with him, but it was all through social media and different things like that. And we did a mixtape called Catch a Plays Volume 1, and we was supposed to be dropping Catch a Plays Volume 2. But I said something on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, where I was like, I was no longer gonna continue to do music with cats that ain't even about that life. You know what I'm saying? Because when I sit up there and said, "Oh, I done pulled a kick dough," you know what I'm talking about? When I run that or I'm busting in bare face, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, I've literally done that. You know what I'm saying? And so
Buddy didn't have no dirt on his fingernail.
well, the thing was, he went through some cases and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some paperwork on him and stuff like that. His best man, flip state on him and stuff like that. Like when we was into the
Yeah.
situation when we, first linked up, we was trading paperwork and different things like that. And like I said, when I came to him, I told him, bro, like I'm still on that penitentiary time, so penitentiary rules is in effect. You know what I'm saying? And so from there we vibed. It was just into that issue. I think he thought I was targeting him on something, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying that because a little guy, and I ain't gonna say the dude name, but because he ain't doing music no more because he kind of got exposed for some other shit. So, but the little dude hit me in my inbox and was like, bro, I need a verse, man. And I'm like, all right, let me see your work, and so he started shooting stuff to me, and I'm like, bro, you really out here with these guns, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the feds really gonna come holler at you, bro. Like, for real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you headed down a
Yeah,
path of destruction, you know what I'm saying, right now. And, you know, I'm like, bro, have you ever did time? And he was like, man, the only time I ever did was juvie time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh, stop doing this type of music because if you're not about this life, then it's not, you know what I'm saying?
what what
It's not
what
that
he
cool,
can,
you know what I'm saying?
right, but he can literally he can get away with it. if he ain't about it.
Hey,
But see, like
he
the
game
people
though.
that's huh?
He game though. And look at it. Drill time. The white boy Slim Jesus, right?
Yeah.
I give that boy more respect than any person that them probably went against him was like, yo, because that was the only song that was hidden for him. And he a little white kid out the suburbs just was doing it. But when he placed in his video to say that all of this stuff here is just props, you know what I'm saying? That gave me more respect for him to let
He
and he saying he was paying homage. A lot of the other cats that was doing the drill music, they was really trying to pull up and drill on him. You know what I'm saying? But you got to
yeah,
understand if a
see,
person love that type of music, you got to pay that homage, man.
but he pretty much see Slim Jesus pretty much had to do it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when them goons walked down on Slim Jesus and he froze up.
Yeah.
See when they pull up on you, man, and you freeze up. See, you can't act like you back there no more. See what I'm saying?
Well, he did interviews on like right when the song got popping. He did an interview like a couple days after the song popped. Cause when he recorded it, you know what I'm saying? He dropped it online, and that joint hit 8 million views in like 48 hours. And then folks calling him, doing interviews and stuff like that. And he was like, he real deal said it. I'm not about that life. I just like the drill
Oh,
music, and you know what I'm saying? I like the flow like that. So if people want to hear it, I'm gonna do it. But I'm really not about that life. And that what gave me more respect for him because okay, you paying homage, you're not about that life, but understand it's real folks out here dying behind that music. But if you just doing this for a game and gimmick, then get you some cats on that track with you that's about that life, and then you can kind of have some cover. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because you can't just be out there by yourself like that. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
so let me ask you this. So when it comes to music for you, do you feel like your life should match your music or not? Do you feel like the people should just look at your music as entertainment, or do you feel like your life should match your music?
I look at the music as being just more of a venting stage. You know what I'm saying? And so like to fit my lifestyle, right now I'm a father. I got super kids, whole lot of kids. So you know what I'm saying? It's more of me when I'm doing my music. It was stuff that I was doing in the era way back. And then I'm filling in different stories of everything that I did. So to fit my life now, I can get on there and do the dad raps all day. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna get me some views, but
Right.
I just stay in my lane because bring it back to the Mount Rushmore rap. Pimp C said, if you're gonna be a cartoon character on your first album, you might as well be a cartoon character on your last album. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not finna get on there and sit up there and say, I got these keys. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, I had them. You know what I'm saying? I just sat there and broke a quarter key down. You feel me? And fill the hood up. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But it just wasn't my hood because I was always into that situation of don't eat where you sleep at. You feel what I'm saying? So I always went, everywhere else, went to other hoods, fuck with other motherfuckers. That's why I was one of the only ones from Ruleville that can go anywhere and wouldn't even have a problem. Somebody like Webby said, you could drop me off in any hood, I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? And stuff
Okay,
like that.
so speaking of the different elements that's in music, especially rap, and you were just speaking of drill music.
Mhm.
Do you think that music or drill music the negative elements that's within drill music. Do you think those elements have a negative effect on the kids or not?
Well, my thing is I wouldn't say it to have a negative effect. It's just what you call like CEO Denali dropped the song Palm, which is product of
Hold on,
my
what's the
environment.
name? What's the name of?
It's called Palm, Pome. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
it's called product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? All them cats, that's how they when you go to the land, that's how they all bred. Like, they born into that life. It ain't like they trained to go, they born to go. If you on the south side, you a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You on the west
I
side, you a vice lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
I
have
actually
to.
stayed. I actually stayed out there in for a year. So and on the south side. So yeah,
Yeah,
without a doubt, you definitely right. Yeah,
and
you gonna be yeah.
and shout out to the cat. I ain't talked to Kurt in years, but the OG Kurt. You know what I'm saying? He was off 62nd and King Drive, man. Right in Lincoln right now. LBG Duck got some kinfolk down there in Lincoln, and I went to Chicago back in 2017. It was like April. And I got a chance to video chat, like FaceTime with LBG Duck, like before he was even on, like when his dreads
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
it was like a few months after he had, just got shot up and stuff like that. But he was still in the city. And how I ended up with that issue, I met Mama Cheryl. You know what I'm saying? Right there with her cousin, Fred, and they had another cousin because we was off of, I want to say like, I remember the street name was Underwood. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And we was out there, man, in the projects, man, because it's a Family Dollar right across the street when you walk out the back door. And you walk across the parking lot, there's a Family Dollar right there on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I met Cheryl. Man, and Cheryl came through that thing, man, blowing big gas, bro. She
Oh
smoked me
yeah,
to sleep, bro.
yeah she
She
definitely
smoked
wow.
me to sleep, bro. I'm in that
I
motherfucker trying to keep up.
I follow her. I follow her on YouTube. You know, I'm subscribed to her joint. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie to you. She wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
But rest in peace to LBT Duck. I
Yeah,
never met him,
everything
but
dope.
now I actually talked to him on the phone. I got some homies up that way, man.
Right.
And you know, they plugged, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, Duck, you know, but I ain't gonna lie to you, the way it is now and the way it was when I was up there, it's a lot different. You had more structure back then
Well,
than you
cause
got now.
yeah, really
Yeah.
ain't no cheese no more, man. Like the
Oh
structure is
yeah.
broken. The only structure that
Yeah.
runs whenever you know what I'm talking about, you get on their yard. Cause a lot of cats don't know. Once you touch down on their yard, if you screaming anything, you active anyway, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
give you
definitely.
instructions. You gotta go up the chain of command if you wanna, get this or get that. You know what I'm talking about? And real deal, if they see you out there, and you on the yard doing some shady ass shit, then motherfucker gotta file that paperwork to put that violation in on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
shit like that. But see, in the land, it don't even matter. They just, motherfuckers gung ho. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man.
Let me ask you
It's
this.
crazy.
So speaking of Duck, uh Ruger, I don't know whether you heard this song or not, but Ruger got a song, and Ruger is actually Duck's cousin.
Yeah, they
And
cousins.
he got the song, they don't let the G's in the dough.
Oh yeah.
Do you believe that the G's done been blackballed in the industry? Because you know, you like when you look at the history of rap, and
Mm-hmm.
then when it turned to gangster rap, you know, you done seen Crips at the top of the totem pole, you done seen
Yep.
Bloods at the top of the totem pole. Do you believe that G's are do you believe G's get blackballed in the industry?
No, it just the way I look at it, as in it just you have to get to that demographic. You have to search out to that certain different demographic. Normally with the GDs, they pretty much on that side of the Midwest in Chicago and then going out to the east. and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
bro, you know, down south, bro, G, like you go to
Yeah,
Alabama, Georgia,
yeah, they out
Tennessee,
there.
Mississippi, Arkansas.
But to be on that scale like Chief Keef or Duck or Dirk or
But
Herbo
listen, you
and the rest of them.
but okay, but they BDs, but it's way more GDs nationwide than it is BDs. Way
Mm-hmm.
more.
Yep, you right about that. You right about that. I ain't gonna argue with that. You right about that. It just,
Yeah.
you have it's just that us G's got to get to a certain demographic before it pops out. You know what I'm saying? So like to get on a major scale, Migos.
Well, Offset is actually GD.
Yeah, he big GD. he big GD.
He. Now the
Hey,
other
that
two they
man
not,
GD
but
crazy, man.
he's actually GD. The other two not Quavo and Takeoff not. But what I'm saying is like if you just like when I look at it, you had Dayton family back in the day, but
Yep.
they never got like way up there, but they did do their thing.
Yeah.
And you have people doing their thing, but I'm talking about like a Soto or like okay, you had I remember one while Snoop Dogg
Okay.
as a Crip. When he dropped Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg was the biggest rapper in the game.
Yeah. He
I
he he
remember,
carried he carried Death Row, man, till Pac came in that thing. And then
yeah,
even after Pac left, Snoop still had to do his thing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but you know
Like,
Snoop ended up leaving, bro. Snoop was jealous of Pac though.
nah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he
Nah, he
was
wasn't.
jealous.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in it was into a situation, man, where you know Snoop ended up being into the situation to go out on the east side. Because at that point in time, before Pac got killed, he was into a situation to try to make amends with everybody that he had beef with. A lot of people don't know the actual inside. He was trying to kill that beef. But he
Okay,
ended up, it was just a lot of stuff that was going on. And so Snoop ended up going out on the east side to go, you know what I'm saying, chill out because you got to understand, Corrupt is not from the West Coast. He's from the
corrupt,
East Coast.
corrupt is
Yeah,
from
Corrupt is
Philadelphia.
not.
He from
Yeah,
Philly,
so you know what I'm
but
saying? He went out there to
but
partnership.
yeah, but see, even though corrupt from Philly, man, corrupt when he went to Cali, man, he picked up Cali ways. You know, corrupt picked up a lot of them Cali ways, and I mean, he like even now, I think corrupt still in Cali. You know,
Yeah,
he from Philly, but if you just check his swag out, his swag is Cali.
yeah,
Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, corrupt. And then a lot of time it's where you from, but sometimes it's how you come. So like right
right.
now, I think corrupt more Cali than he is Philly.
Well, I mean, he been in Cali for like 30 something years. So I mean, yeah,
That's
it's
what
just
you
what
know.
it is.
So
How you
yeah,
ride on it, but he still rep the east side. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
even
hold
with
on,
the
hold on,
west
hold on.
side.
You gotta okay, but you gotta understand. When the East Coast West Coast wars was going on in hip hop, corrupt was repping the West to the fullest. Even though he's from, even Tupac. Hold on,
Because he was with Death Row.
Tupac. Okay, Tupac is from the East Coast. Tupac was born in Brooklyn,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like he's
And
like, but
then his family went after Afeni beat that
Oakland.
cake.
They went to Oakland. They went to
Yeah,
Oakland when
they was in
when they
Baltimore though. And then
yeah
they
yeah
left
yeah yeah
because
yeah and went
he
to and went to Oakland.
yeah,
They left Baltimore because that's where he was going to the School of Performing Arts. Said right.
yeah,
They left Baltimore and they went to Oakland. But what I'm saying is this: Tupac is by nature a East Coast dude, just like Corrupt is. But Tupac got out there, man, and he just went West Coast crazy. And Corrupt did too, because you got to understand, man, Corrupt and Daz are the ones who made New York, New York.
yeah, yeah.
So even though he was an East
Just
Coast dude,
like just like Jay-Z wrote what's that song with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl. Sitting back taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love in the streets. It's the DR
Well, yeah,
East.
yeah, yeah, but see that one like no, that one like West Coast East Coast beef. Then like, but
Yeah,
like corrupt was in the beef. Tupac was in the beef, and they are not originally from the West Coast.
right. But
But
the
and but
thing,
that but
but the thing is, like I say, Corrupt still had ties to the East Coast
I mean, of
because
course, he's from the East. You know,
yeah,
he's
he
from,
still
yeah.
had ties. So even though the East Coast West Coast thing was what it was, because it was more of the media that blew it up. Like it wasn't the rappers, it was the
I know,
media that blew it up.
but see, when it comes to the when it comes to the entertainment industry, that's who paint the picture. That's who write the narrative. The media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's who write the narrative. I mean, the media writes the narrative. Like right now, back then you didn't have bloggers, right? But like now you got bloggers and you can still got big media, but then you got a lot of vloggers, and together those media types, those like that's who write the narrative. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's who people watch the media. Like you don't know, like you don't have the only information you have is the particular information that they giving us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because people don't take the time out to go out there and search, because the way the media, the way these search engines made it, it made it so easy for folks to just get there. The people, back in the day, you had to sit back and wait until the Source magazine come out every month just to get stuff that was going on a month ago or 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And different things like that. Like now, folks just get into the situation and run up, and you really don't know what is what, because until the artists come out and say, hey, this wasn't that. Because the media can be into the situation, can take this interview, they could chop this interview up and send it out a certain way, and it wasn't even meant that way. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like it fucks up everything. You know what I'm saying? So like the media was the one that made the East Coast West Coast beat. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, but you know what? A lot of the artists played into it because even like Ice Cube or Dub C and Mac 10, Cube don't do no banging, bro. But he came up with
Yeah.
West Side Connection
Yeah.
at the height of that because he
Yeah.
knew, like, I'm about to get some money off this.
Yeah.
See, the artist, the media wrote the narrative, but the artist played into it because the artist knew, okay, we can get some money off this.
Right.
Capone and Noriega, they came out with that LA. You see what I'm saying? An answer to that New York. So like the artists now they played into it too.
Right. You're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah. So man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Doing this time right here, me, I'm just gonna be real with you, man. I was I was pop. I was pro pop. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I was pro pop, man. But even though like a lot of times down south, people really want fooling with the East Coast real heavy.
Right.
Down south, people was fooling with the West Coast at that particular time.
Yeah.
And but like me, but now I was actually fooling with the East and West, Mob Deep, Wu Tang Clan, man, Black Moon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, MOP, man. I like so I just like good music. I was
Right.
DJing today, but when I want to play some down south, West Coast, East Coast, because me coming up, man, I had an appreciation for music. Period. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter where it came from.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. A lot of people don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? Until they actually sit there and look at it. You look at Mississippi. Mississippi is known as America's birthplace of music.
Yeah.
So you gotta come to the SIP. You gotta see the SIP. You know what I'm saying? Because
The-
that's where you're gonna understand the origins. You feel me? Like you gotta
But but
see it.
but see, I'm gonna show you something. When like if you go to England or Ireland, you go over there to those European countries, man. They
Oh,
got
they
a
love
real yeah, they got a real respect. They got a real appreciation for Mississippi because they understand Muddy Waters,
Yep.
Howlin' Wolf, Lil Walter. They understand. But see, like over here in the States, now you got some people that do, but most of them that really do, they white. They'll travel to Clarksdale just to, you know what I'm saying? They do that,
Yeah.
bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When it comes to white people, bro, they do possess a respect. You know, when it comes to
Yeah.
blues, exactly, Tari, blues and jazz. When it comes to
Yeah.
blues and jazz, man, they got a real live respect for it. But most black people don't no more.
Hey, check it out though. I'm gonna tell you the biggest jazz composer, and a lot of people hear about this dude name. They probably never seen him in person. I have because he used to come to the high school all the time and do like shows every year or every 2 years. The guy Thessalonians Monk. You feel what I'm saying? He got a whole art institute in New York. He got one in LA. And bro, he's from Dockery, Mississippi, which is between Ruleville and Cleveland. He
I
graduated
didn't know
from
that.
Rule. Yeah,
You
he
know, I
graduated
heard
from
of
Mississippi, bro.
you just dropped me a jewel because I didn't heard of Thelonious Monk, but I didn't know where he was from
Yeah,
though.
yeah, he right there
Wow.
from Dockery, Mississippi. That's just like Pop Staples. He from Drew,
Yeah, I know what Pop
the
Staples. Yeah, I
Staples,
know about Pop
Staples
Staples.
Center.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know that. I know that. Wow, though. But
yep.
you just dropped me a
Howlin' Wolf.
jewel, bro.
Yeah, Zoo. Yeah, yeah, bro.
No,
Like, yeah.
Howlin' Wolf. Howlin' Wolf is from Holly Springs.
Nah, I thought he was from Yazoo.
Oh, who is that? Muddy Waters from Holly Springs. Then
Yeah, Muddy Water from Holly Springs.
okay.
Yep,
But
yep.
yeah,
And then you know
and I'm
Sam Cooke from Ardell.
yeah, and I'm gonna drop y'all another. I'm gonna drop y'all another jewel, man. Mississippi, when it comes to music, got more Grammys than any other state. A lot of people don't know
Yep,
that. That's another jewel.
yep.
You know.
Just like a lot of people didn't even know that Britney Spears is from Mississippi.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Britney Spears, Leanne
Brandy,
Rhymes,
Ray J, yeah,
Leanne Rhymes, Justin
Faith,
Timberlake.
what is it? Faith Hill.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? All of
yeah,
them, bro. Like, we got that music going down there, man. For real.
yeah. Tori said even Mudbone from Tupelo. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
bro, our man. I'm gonna let you tell these people everything that you need for them to know as far as how to contact you. Hold on, do you got a beat on here? Y'all, hold on, y'all be hearing that beat? My intro.
Okay.
This is who made that beat right here. Let
Oh
me
yeah.
hold on.
Beat God.
Yeah,
Beat
the
God,
name of the
dog.
beat. Yeah, the name of the beat is Beat God, y'all. He the one who made that beat. When I first heard that beat, I was like, man, you know, uh, so and y'all done heard it. So, but he got a lot of more beats. I'm gonna get him to give y'all his information too, so y'all will be able to anybody that want to beat will be able to contact him, and you know what I'm saying y'all can go from there.
Oh yeah. Tyra said he got family down there in Natchez, down there by that Trace down there. You gotta
Yeah, yeah,
drive
yeah.
extra slow on it. Yup. dog. Like, man, I put the
Huh?
synthesizer on. Look, I put the synthesizer on the piano keys, bro. Like,
Man,
man, it
bro,
brought a
that
whole
junk.
different effect out on it, dog. Like, man.
And let's do this right here, because I definitely want you to
Okay, run
give
the
them your
info.
information. But yeah, hold on. First. So how long? Let me get to this first. How long have you been making beats? Like, how old were you when you made
Um,
your first beat?
I was about I was 17 when I made my first beat.
So
Lou
you've been
Hamer
in
used
game.
to own this well, him and Lou T Townsend used to own this thing right across from, you remember where Eric's drugstore was? You know, the
Eric
prescription set,
Edwards.
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 You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It used to be this little thing where they turned it into like a little teen club or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so like I used to do the DJing in there. Lou had hired me to do the DJing, and we used to have that thing crunk, right? And then turn around after everybody leave, we clean up, get everything together, you know, into my blaze up, have a few drinks and stuff like that. So one night, instead of us going to the Black Castle after, you know what I'm saying, doing the lit dance and everything, we stayed in there, and you know, my Lou was over watching some movies with his female at the time, and you know, I had my chick in there with me, but then I was, you know, smoking that weed, and then my chick, you know, I passed the blunt, she was asleep. I'm sitting in front of the computer trying to get my next playlist up, and turn around, I was just like, man, let me open up Fruity Loops and just play with it. So like my first beat, I sampled Pimp C, you know what I'm saying, on that joint, and I
Right.
still got that. You know, it's at the studio and stuff, but with my other hard drive. But I sampled Pimp C, some of his, you know, off that radio interview that he did. I just chopped it up, got a few words off there, a few sentences, and then I ran it in a loop. And then I put the hi-hats, kicks behind it, couple of keys and stuff like that. I kept it real simple. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I
Right.
never did anything on that beat. That's that first one. So if I ever end up being a triple platinum producer, and then they ask me about that first beat, I know for a fact that that first beat be on the market, and I probably charge like $1 million for it. You feel me? But then I still look,
Yeah.
I still gotta clear the rights with Bun
Yeah.
and Miss
Yeah.
Pimp, you know what I'm saying, and Jay
Well, well,
Prince,
well,
and get
well,
that
Mama
going.
Pimp, yeah, Mama Pimp. Well, if it's off that interview though, I don't think you got to clear. Like you ain't got to
Nah,
clear
anything with
his.
Pimp C, bro. Anything with Pimp C, bro. I'm telling you, they got it locked down. Like you can't
You
even
think they?
release nothing. Yeah.
You think?
Jay
You
Prince
think
made
they?
sure he got all the rights to everything that Pimp C has done, and he gave him the to Mama C. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So you have to go through Prince, Mama C, Bun B. You know what I'm saying, in order to, you know, to my get the rights for that. Like that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
What's it?
Pimp C, like
I know the
man,
music.
it's
I know.
crazy.
I know all his music. I know all his
Yeah,
music
the
is
interviews
protected
too.
by copyrights, and publishing. But I didn't know his interview, like that particular interview, was. You know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
for
listen,
sure.
fam. It's been good having you, man. But
Yeah, yeah.
what we want to do now,
I
man, is give them your information. Like, just say if they want to contact you for a beat or whatever, give
I
them your information and
you can look me up, Google me or Gmail me, Wayne Winford at gmail.com, or you can
hold on,
hit me up on
Hold on, Wayne Winford. This WAYNE.
YNEWINFORD at gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, Petty G Vandross. You can hit me up on Twitter, Petty G662, Instagram, Petty G662, Snapchat, DLoke662. Um, man, I'm everywhere, man. I got so many social media pages and different things like that. And you can look me up on YouTube. Just type in Petty G Vandross. I'm right there. And you know,
Petty G
shoot me an
Vandross,
email. I shoot.
y'all.
Yeah, Yeah, I shoot it out there. You know what I'm talking about? Yep.
And y'all heard that particular beat. You know what I'm saying? But now he got like I don't know how many, but a whole lot of more. You know what I'm saying? It
Man,
was good.
my catalog is so big. My catalog is so big, bro. I sat there literally and made from January 1st of this year all the way till March. I think it was March 31st or something like that. Man, I sat there and made 1,000 beats. Just sitting back, just
God
chilling. You
damn.
know what I'm talking about? Every day
Yeah,
after
that's
I
a
was
lot.
working, I was just going in and just putting it in. Cause I had a 90-day trial that I was doing and stuff like that. And I wanted to get to 500, but I superseded that. And I just kept
And,
going.
and you know what? That's a lot of beats. But bro, I used to could push raps out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to rap. I don't rap no more.
Mhm.
But I used to could push rap.
You
I could
still
just
can.
sit there. Well, you know, I mean, I could still rap if I just sat down and tried to write a rap, but I just don't write them no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't write them no
Right,
more.
right.
But I
I'm gonna catch
actually,
you
you know,
slipping.
but you know
I'm gonna
what though?
catch you slipping.
Yeah. Look, my cousin Caleb, man, when I first got out of prison, man, and it's on my Facebook page. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it on my Facebook page and I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel. My cousin
Right.
Caleb, man, he be rapping and everything. So he was like, man, come on, man, come on and do a little something, man. So I did 2 tracks, you hear me? And I said in
Mm-hmm.
there, man, I wrote my verses. I wrote 2 verses on one of them, and he sung the hook on it. And then I wrote one verse on the other one, and he wrote a verse. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I came out of retirement for that. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. What I'm trying to do now is get these books published. You know what I'm saying? And I
Oh
think
yeah.
I'll be
Oh
on this
yeah.
son. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And look, I be sitting up here. Hey, I be reading Jules, man. That guy Robert Green.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
33 Strategies of
oh,
War. Yeah. I
oh
don't,
man. Oh
bro.
man. Look,
I think
look.
I
I
done
put
read
him
everything
on,
he
bro.
wrote.
I
Yeah,
put it
48
on
laws,
him, bro. I
40,
I keep the hard copy, bro. Like
48 laws of
like
power, art of seduction, bro. I think I done read everything he ever wrote. The 50th law, that's with him and 50 Cent.
yup.
Yeah.
And that number right there, that was my penitentiary number right there for the state of Nebraska. That's my DOC number. You know, anybody want to look me up, it's right there. You feel me?
Yeah, I know. Nah, I know you legit, man. If I
Oh yeah.
if I didn't know you were legit, man, we wouldn't even be vibing like that. But I know you legit.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, but bro, I'm gonna let you go because I got a few more things on the plate, man. But I'm gonna
Already.
have you back. I'm gonna have you back on here for sure, for sure.
For sure.
And man, salute everybody in the chat, man. Everybody that's still here, everybody that stopped through, everybody that's gonna come through in the
Yep.
future, man. Because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but man, y'all choose to stop by here
Oh
with
yeah.
us, man. This is Petty G Vandross,
And
man.
Bo,
Petty G
and I
Vandross.
and Timbo, I want to say thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity to step on your platform, man, and stuff like that. And you doing a great job, dude. Like for real, bro. For
Bro,
real. It's
appreciate you. You
building.
know, yeah, you know one thing, bro. At the end of the day, man, it's all about growth and development. You know what I'm
Always.
saying? That's what
Always.
it's all about, fam. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Always.
And I know that's what you're trying to do. So, you know what I'm saying? You can help me do it and I can help you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute, fam.
Salute.